Hello, this is God of Tomatoes, and welcome back to another tutorial for the Daily Chess Challenge. Today's date is 8/26, or August 26th. In this daily challenge, the first key thing that you'll want to take note of is the morale and how it's split up. What I mean by this is the enemy has a vast array of minions, all which have some of its morale, whereas most of the morale for the player is split between the pikeman and the ghost. The next key thing for this challenge is spider poison. Now, poison doesn't kill immediately on the turn, it'll kill afterwards, so don't be afraid to put your units in front of a spider in order to attack a different unit. The next key thing to note is that the enemy has a lot of minions which can promote, so even though it won't be your main focus, you should avoid letting the enemy promote any of its minions, as it'll make for a huge disadvantage. As for its champions, the enemy has a behemoth tier 2 and a prince tier 1. If the behemoth comes out to attack, you'll have to use either your fire mage or temperance to kill it, as behemoths are immune to minion attacks. But, on the other hand, this could be helped by the effort of a frost method. After all, a behemoth will still be frozen if it gets hit by one. As for the prince and the king, if you can get the king away from the prince, then you should try to assassinate the king. However, if you fail to get the king away from the prince, then you should not focus too much on the king. You can also use your frost method for the assassination. If you manage to kill the king, then your main goal will be avoiding the prince, especially with your champions, to avoid the enemy getting a new king. However, if you failed to kill the king early on, then you're going to need to use the ghost or the pikeman, so make sure that both don't die before you get to this point, and then you can use them for the capture of the king like I'm doing. At this point in the game, there's not many units left, so I start moving my fire mage and my ghost around, even though it's a bit riskier.